Hi, and welcome. Today I'm going to talk about acceptance of homelessness, which is really not acceptable so far. So, I was talking to a lady a few years back, and she'd been homeless for years. And I was just like, how do you get out of this? Like, I keep making phone calls, and it's always a dead end. And how do you get out? And she said, who said I wanted to get out? I don't want to get out. I was like, what? She's like, I've had a place. I've had the neighbors. I've had the bills. I've had all of that. I don't want that. I'm right where I want to be. I live in the woods. And that's what I like. That's what I want to be. Where I want to be. I was just like, wow. You're exactly where you want to be. You're okay with this. And there are people that are okay. I've known people 10, 20, even 30 years who have either lived in an RV or a house. Not a house. Woods, which is like a house. I've seen them like decorate it and stuff, and you're just like, for real, you're like living in the woods, and yet you've made it into an absolute home. It's like, holy moly, interesting. But I'm glad I had that conversation with her, because I have always had people breathing down my back of, you have to have a place, this is so wrong, you can't do this, what are you thinking? And it's like, if I can't get a place and I keep trying, like, what else am I supposed to do? I have no one to turn to. Like, what else am I supposed to do? And the one time I did eventually get into an apartment, it was just horrendous. And it was something about like that apartment, like all the people in the complex would freak out about anyone who lived in that apartment. They were just nasty. Very nasty. I mean, I had a dog at the time. They kept trying to kill my dog. Whenever my friends would come over just to drop me off food, they could be there like 5 minutes. We were very quiet. Very quiet. And I mean, these are like, my friends were, most of them are all older than me. Part of a very religious like cult sect where they all have like long hair and long dresses. So we're like very quiet people. And like all the neighbors would be calling up the management, just freaking out that like someone was like dropping me food off or came and visited for an hour. And it's like, what's offensive? That we keep to our own, that we're not blasting music, that we're parking where we're supposed to park. Like, you have people come over, you have nasty kids coming up on my property, you like keep trying to kill my dog and I'm the issue? I don't think so. But yeah, it was, you don't always want to be in a box. And the subsidized housing was so horrendous, and it just felt like jail. It's like, you can't have people over, like, if you had a friend like that was in town, like you can only have people like stay over so many nights. You can't go like really away. And if you're away for more than a certain period of time, then, you have to actually have a letter stating, like, from a medical doctor why you're away, and they may or may not accept that. And then they constantly had people, like, coming through, like, looking at your stuff. It's like, don't worry, you don't have to be here. We'll just open up your apartment and, like, look through. And it's like, how many inspectors do you need to come through? Like, this is ridiculous. Like, it was almost a weekly thing. It was, I don't like that. I like to know that I like being in a car for the most part. I like something bigger, but I do like knowing that I can go somewhere, and if I get tired, I can just fall asleep. If I want to go see another place or go visit friends in another state, I can take the time and go without having to okay it with anyone. So, not everyone wants a house. And subsidized housing, that's just like a weak form of prison. It's just nasty. No, that's just not acceptable. I'd rather have a safe, legal place to park at night, place to quick wash up, and just be left alone. I don't want to be checking in with anyone. And being that I haven't, done any grievous law breaking, unless you want to say brushing my teeth is, so horrendous, I don't need to answer to anyone. So yeah, not everyone wants to be in a house or an apartment. Just is what it is. You accept everyone else. Why not this? Especially if you're not infringing on other people. If you're not littering, if you're not asking for money, if you're keeping your area clean, if you have your music low or off, like, why not? Well, I hope you're having a good day. Lord bless you. Bye-bye.